Hey everyone, and welcome back to Candid. Today we are going to confession. We are going to confess some sins of other people, and I've noticed that a lot of sins, again, revolve either around adultery or money. That seems to be like...
It's just a standard, isn't it? Standard.
Yeah, but a few people went hard, and I have 5 really really confessions, so let's just get into it.
Yeah, I don't know what they are, by the way. I don't know.
You never know.
I just turn up.
So, I am sleeping with my pregnant best friend's husband. My best friend is 7 months pregnant, and for the last 3 months, I've been sleeping with her husband. I was staying over their house and she went to bed early one night and we stayed up talking and he made a move and we ended up having sex. We now meet up in hotels or down back roads and I feel terrible, but I think I love him. He has said he won't leave her and I don't know how I can carry on seeing them together, but I'm also worried about losing her.
Well, it's a bit late for that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you know what? At first it took me a while to wake up and to realise what you said. As soon as I realised my face, I was like, yeah, that's awful. I think as soon as babies come into it, you don't really have an excuse, do you? Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. The fact that, when you are pregnant, you are literally carrying a whole human baby, and that takes things out of you other than other things, that is the main thing. I was trying to be dramatic,
a human baby.
You are carrying a human baby, but this is the thing, and this is what you learn about in psychology, that a man can just go off and do what he wants. He can just get pregnant. I know that the friend isn't pregnant, well, let's hope not, but whereas a woman, for those 10 months, you are you can't do anything.
But do you know what's crazy though? He's already said that he won't leave his wife.
Mm-hmm. He just wanted someone to fucking chuck, pretty much.
Oh, okay, a bit of decorum, Sophie.
Well, clearly they haven't got any.
Christ. Oh God, what is it with you and these disgusting Roman sayings?
I can't help it. They just come to me, and I gotta say them.
But why would you even confess that? Why would you not just take that to the grave?
Well, the thing is, it's anonymous. It's on Reddit. So technically it kind of is. But I feel like that kind of secret, if it wasn't for her, saying to the husband that, I want to be with you, then they would have just carried on, sleeping with each other. It's only now that she's like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know if I can carry on seeing them together. That's now why she wants to talk about it.
Oh, do you know what? She just needs to distance herself, because if that eventually comes out and she stays in their life and then she holds their newborn baby. But to be fair, I always think, we always blame the woman. She's obviously in the wrong because she knows, but ultimately it's the guy's fault because he's the one in the relationship.
Well, yeah, it takes 2 to tangle. It takes 2 to tango. However, the fact is that that's her best friend. So they are both in the wrong, because it's not like she wasn't aware that there's a girlfriend. She wasn't aware that there's a baby. She is. And the fact that they are sneaking around, back roads in the car, hotels, they know what they're doing is wrong.
Well, obviously, but I'm just saying, because now you hear about it so often where if it's a similar situation, it's the woman that's being cheated on will normally not forgive her friend but forgives her husband. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I always think it's worse if it's your partner doing it than a friend doing it. Do you know what I mean?
I would have to cut both of them off. I think the issue is, as the person who is pregnant, that they, financially, they're going to have to take a cut from work to be able to have that baby. If it's in America, they're going to have to pay to have the baby. That's probably why. I would never forgive someone if they cheated on me, but that's probably why, if she does find out.
Are all these confessions going to be like this?
Sad.
What's wrong with a happy confession every now and then? A happy confession.
Well, the thing is, happy confessions aren't fun to talk about, really, are they? And on this podcast, we get into the real dirty, nitty-gritty stuff.
I don't know. I just feel like, all that negative energy. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, the most important thing now is that wife cannot find out before having that baby. She can't.
But, like, really, like, I think the husband should actually just come clean, like, for her sake. Because I wouldn't even want to have to look at that willy knowing it's been in someone else. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, but however, the thing is, if she is, 7 months pregnant now, she is, like, on the countdown.
But when do you tell someone? When is the good time to tell someone?
But the issue is, she could go into early labour. From that amount of stress and heartache.
Yeah, but really, there's never going to be a good time.
Yeah, but...
Get it over and done with.
Leah, no. There has to be some decorum in this mess.
There's absolutely no decorum in it.
Yeah, I know. But at the end of the day, being pregnant, you'll have all your hormones everywhere anyway. To find out that you're going to lose your best friend and your husband in the same sitting, and oh my God, what if, say it all comes out, and then, she decides to get rid of her husband, and then her husband and best friend then get together. And then your best friend becomes a stepmom to your child.
Yeah, that's mad. But at the end of the day, you said about all hormones. You think you don't have loads of hormones once you've had the baby?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there needs to be...
Look, he's planning on not telling her. She's probably just going to get really jealous.
And it's going to come out.
It will come out.
That 100% will. But, like, as a friend, you should be ashamed of yourself. As a husband, you're a see you next Tuesday. And I think you both deserve each other because you're a pile of shit. A big, smelly, fly-surrounding pile of shit.
Okay, can we go into the next one, please?
Yeah, and this one, the next confession, I'd say, is kind of happy.
Okay, oh, please, God.
You're like, please, God, please bring one decent confession that doesn't make me sad. So, I married an old man for his money because I knew he didn't have long. I was desperate to move up the social ladder, so I found an old guy, charmed him, and we got married in a weekend. He died less than 6 months, but left everything to me. He knew why, and he didn't care. Honestly, I think he just didn't want to die alone, and he was sweet to me, and I'll miss him for that.
Oh, that's cute.
Well, what I love about the internet is that there's some really funny, witty people out there. And someone actually wrote in the comment, now, I ain't saying she a gravedigger. And then they just carried on, like, making the song up. No. She ain't messing with no pensioner. It was something like that.
But no, do you know what? Reddit is a good place for the comments because, like, you couldn't even think of the stuff yourself, but what people come up with, it's genius. Like, I've actually, like, laughed out loud, like, reading Reddit posts and stuff. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, they both got something out of it that they wanted. He clearly didn't have anyone else around him for that money to go to anyway. So, like, why not?
Well, you always find, and we've said this in a few podcasts back, I think, that as soon as someone dies, all, like, the family comes out the woodwork and they're like, I want all of that stuff. However, the fact that, she didn't mention in here if she did, like, get him off or anything. Oh. But, like, I do think that, the fact that he had that company, he clearly appreciated it.
I mean, I'm not being funny. If he has a lot of money, then he's definitely getting something.
He's getting what, Leah?
He's definitely getting something out of it. The only thing that I really have a problem with is that, like, it seems that she purposely sought him out. Like, she knew he was dying. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a bit different if, like, I don't know, they kind of met and were friends and then she found out and then they came to their arrangement. But, like, it seems like she kind of sought out a dying rich person.
We've all made the joke, but to actually go and do it, I would say is like a different thing. But if they were both aware of the arrangement, like look at the Hugh Hefner thing, like that's like not to really be brought up here, but he obviously wasn't a very nice person. And if you actually look into the documentaries made about him, like it was actually disgusting. But those girls, it was for the money.
Yeah, but oh no, I couldn't. I think I'd be no, I couldn't. Like, imagine them touching you. No.
So, like, this leads me on to my next question, Leah. Would you, for what amount of money?
To be honest, I couldn't. Unless I actually found them attractive, I couldn't, because I'd actually be sick.
So you're telling me if that a guy came up to you with $2 million in a suitcase and said, I need you to lick this for 2 mil, would you?
As if you just said, is it just the one lick?
No, but seriously, like, if there was that amount of money and you like he didn't.
If I found them attractive, if I didn't, absolutely not.
Not even for 2 mil, and to make a dying man happy.
No, not.
Ew! I just cringed myself. I just gave myself the ick.
You're disgusted. You're disgusted.
I'm not though.
You
Like how many times do people actually joke about doing this? And so many people obviously do this. Oh my god, Leah, you're literally shaking.
No, because if you don't find somebody attractive, how could you do it? Like, I feel like you have to have a connection with someone. You have to have like a chemistry with someone to be able to do stuff like that.
However,
Personally,
I think that's more of a personal thing, because think of people that are in the sex industry. You know, that they don't always necessarily have that connection.
yeah, but that's different. That's because that's their job.
Well, you would be paid for this. 2 million.
I am not licking nothing if I don't find them attractive or have a connection with them. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well,
But clearly you would, Sophie.
no, I don't think I would.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I've never thought about it, but now I am thinking, no, I've never thought about it.
Well, think about it.
I don't know, but then I saw this other podcast, and this guy was like, if someone came to you and was like, 10 grand a month, you have to give me a blowjob. 10 grand a month.
Oh my god, do you know what? The 7-Up just came out my nose as you said that. The timing of that was awful.
It's impeccable. But they said for 10 grand a month, would you?
And who's it?
Just like some random man that was like, for 10 grand a month, you got to like suck on this. 10 grand a month, every month.
Once a month.
Once a month. Would you do it for 10 grand a month? Like, your jaw ain't going to be hurting after one time, is it?
Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Oh my god, you're just really bringing this podcast down.
This is a candid chat.
Well, I will refrain to what I first said. If I do not find someone attractive or I don't have a connection with them, I will be sick.
Well, this leads me on to another thing that isn't a confession, but I feel like it is, you know, appropriate for this topic, is, have you heard about the Dubai porta potty?
Oh my god, only what you said. Only because you messaged me and said about it, didn't you?
Yeah, and then you said you didn't know, and I didn't know.
But I didn't know about it, and I've not looked it up. I've not seen it. I don't know.
Okay, so pretty much what happens is, supposedly, I'm going to say supposedly because allegedly, but there are videos out there that these rich men in Dubai bring like people over, and they have some weird fetishes, right? Mm-hmm. And one of them is like shitting in someone's mouth, and like for Birkin bags, for money, and supposedly going around the internet, there is some videos of some influencers wiping shit from their mouth.
No.
Yeah. Honestly, like I was going into like the realms of Twitter, but I didn't actually look at the video. But do you want to look at the video?
Oh, go on then. Oh.
So we just saw a very quick highlight of a Dubai porta potty.
Oh my god, my eyes are watering.
So are mine. So
I can't do stuff like that. I'd actually be sick.
But literally, that's what. There's some videos floating around the internet of these influencers in Dubai doing it.
But do they know they're being filmed?
Well, I'm going to say they don't, but I did see, sorry for saying this, Leah, but a TikTok where a girl said that she was approached by someone, and it was like, they're like, oh, hi, my rich friends would like to fly you out, all expense paid. And they were like, well, what is it you want? And like, he listed some stuff like feet stuff, nail stuff. I don't understand the nail stuff, and I didn't really want to pry into that because nails make me feel funny. But yeah, like the poo thing. And then she was like, well, I just want the free holiday. And he was like, well, no, like that's, you know, he was like, what are you willing to do? But that's the thing, like, if some people don't mind someone shitting in their mouth for 50 grand.
No, How?
Sound like a dying wow.
No, but I don't understand how. Like, if you're actually genuinely into that stuff, yeah,
Then fair enough.
then you're obviously going to like it. It's a fair play. But if it's not something you're into and you're doing it for money, then how would you not actually be sick?
What one of these descriptions says, when you see people on Instagram that don't really have a lot of money, but all of a sudden they're coming back from Dubai with all these watches and these bags.
Oh my God, yeah.
But like, this is the thing, you know, I couldn't even imagine, like, that's one expensive shit. 30, 40 grand.
But do you know what? I could even get on board with being the person that has to do the shit in the mouth. But why?
Did you say you could or you couldn't?
I could understand, like, I'd be more willing to shit in someone's mouth than to have someone shit in my mouth.
Would you not get stage fright? Like, I think I'm learning a lot about you, Leah, in this.
Well, I've never had to do it, so I don't know what I'd be like when it was time to, Sophie. But I'm just saying, no, I'm saying if I had to, I think anyone would rather have it that way, to be honest. But no, I'm sorry, I couldn't. I'd be sick. It wouldn't even touch my lips.
I thought you were going to say it wouldn't even touch the side.
Oh, you're sick. But it does make sense because so many influencers were going there, and I didn't really understand what work would be there for someone to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, what could you go there to do? I don't get it.
Part of the cleanup crew.
Moving on.
We swiftly move on. Again, sorry, Leah, this is about an adulterer.
Oh.
Well, not really adulterer. And I am keen to know what you think about this one. I got a happy ending at a massage parlour on my lunch break, planning on telling my pregnant wife tonight. My wife is sweet, loving, and a beautiful woman, and I totally fucked up. Ever since my wife and I took a trip to Thailand and got a couple's massage, the idea of getting a happy ending had intrigued me. In typical cheater fashion, I started bringing up the subject when we were there, like, have you ever heard of a happy ending? Did you ever find that massage parlours around here are famous for them? And at first, I didn't think of it as cheating because there's no emotional connection and there's no, like, oral or penetration involved. After all, they are paid to massage my body, and my penis is a part of my body. Needless to say, she wasn't a fan of another woman getting her husband off.
If it was a man, no. Okay, no, Karen.
So fast forward to yesterday, my wife is 7 months pregnant. Bloody hell.
Why are they always so
Is it like a 7-month mark or something? So fast forward to yesterday, my wife is 7 months pregnant, my back has been sore this week, and I got the idea of getting a massage. Quickly, my thoughts of getting a massage quickly turned into a sexual fantasy. My same reasoning popped up again. It's not really cheating, it's not a big deal. I did some Googling, found out some tips, had to find a massage parlour that provides these services and proper etiquette for how to initiate. I use my lunch break to go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, so it's not unusual for me to be away from my desk for an hour and a half. I went to a place nearby work and it happened like clockwork, just like my research indicated. I didn't feel so bad immediately afterwards, but I did immediately start having thoughts like, you did it, you're officially a cheater. Towards the end of my workday, my heart started racing and my palms were sweat and my guilt started to be overwhelming. I looked up online forums for other people in similar situations. Advice went both ways, but it's pretty clear to me that the right path is I'm going to tell her when she gets in after work and has a chance to settle. I can't bear to keep the secret between us. To make matters worse, my father and brother-in-law have both cheated on their first wives, divorces and remarried. My wife has always been paranoid that I might do the same someday.
I didn't know that was a thing that even happened in the UK. Is this America? I don't know where it is.
I literally
But, like, is this an actual thing that actually... Is there, like, a code word you use? Because what if you actually just wanted a normal massage?
Wait, are you telling me you didn't know happy endings existed? Or
No, I knew they existed, but I just thought that it actually wasn't as common as everyone jokes about.
But I think this is because we live under rocks.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, is there only specific ones? Or are they all like that? You just have to say, like, a special word?
Yeah, Leah, I don't think every place offers a happy ending. I think there are special establishments for that. But
then how would you find them? Is it like a Google review situation? Like, how do you know that... Is it on their website? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Happy endings. Well, they are illegal, aren't they, Leah?
No, but how do you find them then?
I don't know.
Because he would have had to have really tried to find it then, no?
I feel like the internet, when you search anything, it's easier than what you think to get to. Do you know what I mean? Do not search where to find happy endings, Leah.
Oh, do you know what? I was so gonna, and I thought I probably shouldn't have that on my.
No, you shouldn't. I often go to Google stuff and I'm like, do I want that agent looking at my phone to see
how would this stand up in court? Oh God! But do you know what? I'm really weird because obviously, yeah, that counts as cheating. But I feel like if it was a guy that did it, I'd be able to be more accepting. But if it's a woman that did it, I feel like I wouldn't. Does that make any sense?
But I think that's because you're in a straight relationship. Like you
Yeah, well,
are
obviously, I'm not talking
straight.
about if it was like a different kind of dynamic.
Yeah, because someone I know is bisexual and her boyfriend at the time, they're not together anymore, but he was like, because she had obviously been with women and been with men, he was like so paranoid about her just going out and talking to anyone. He was also a bit of a Fruit Loop.
So wait for you to get that sentence out of your mouth. You start really slow, then you start speeding up. I was like, thank God. No, but yeah, like, firstly, it is true because it's not penetrative and it's not oral. And if it's a massage, you're just massaging that part of the body.
No, Leah, do not bloody side with him, because this is like saying... Evil laugh. But right, this is interesting then.
When I say I'm going to become a masseuse,
Like, she's been Googling happy endings and looking how to find... You would not. If you wouldn't suck an old guy's dick for 2 million, you would not be given happy endings. Also, you can't massage for shit, so you'd get very bad reviews.
Sorry, 1, how do you know? 2, why are you trying to like call me out like this? Like, what if our parents watch this? What are you doing?
I think they watched the first couple of episodes and then they'll stop.
They won't get this far in, yeah.
No, they won't. So, for example, what do you class as cheating? Do you class someone texting someone else in a sexual manner cheating? Do you class porn as cheating? Do you class kissing someone else cheating? Because if you class kissing as cheating, Leah, then a whole rubber tug would also be a cheating thing.
Struggled to get that one out.
Get that one out, but he clearly didn't. It happened very quickly by the sound of this article.
I think, depending on the relationship, people define their own boundaries. But obviously, getting a hand job, yeah, is cheating. But I'm just saying, do you know what? It's because it's not happening to me. I can be so like, if it happened to me, it'd be a completely different story. Because it's not happening to me, I can be really like hard about it and joke about it. But because yeah, I'd be fuming if that happened. But I mean, why did he do it? Like, I don't understand.
I think by the sounds of it, it's like, you know when you get something in your head
and then it's like
you can't get it out, and then it's like, for example, I don't know if you've ever had these things, but if you're ever making a cup of tea and you have that hot spoon, have you ever thought like, I wonder what this would be like if I just put it on my skin? So like, I just think maybe it was like that, like, because it said in Thailand he was thinking about it, and then
but it's so bad because she's pregnant as well,
and also she said she didn't approve of it and she didn't want it to happen. Like, she said she was not keen on that. So he's completely forgot about that. And I stand by what I said from the previous one, that the first story we spoke about. He should not tell her till after the baby, because I think stressful stuff shouldn't be told when someone's pregnant.
Okay, but in this situation, yeah, like, you're going to have the newborn stage, then you're going to have the 6-month stage and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is, like, he should tell her, but by your logic, if he shouldn't tell her because she's pregnant, well, then she's going to have a newborn and it's going to be her first baby and all this stuff. So then if he's learned from his mistake, should he just not say anything? Because it is, like, in a professional setting.
Leah, just because they have like certifications on the wall does not mean that it's like okay.
No, but I'm just saying,
like going to the doctor and having your finger up your bum, not your finger, having their finger up their bum for a medical reason, that there is reason for it. But when you have a massage, there is no way or reason why your dick needs to be massaged.
I don't know, because it could be tense.
Oh my God, you sound just like a man. No. This goes back to the whole blue balls thing. Like, it's
what? I don't remember that conversation.
No.
Sorry, excuse me. When did we say this?
I watched a TikTok about it because it came up. Because, you know, like, men are like, oh, blue balls. Yeah. And I was like, loads of people talking about it. And I was like, oh, let's look into this. And
maybe you should stay off the internet.
Yeah, I think I should. But pretty much what they said was that blue balls actually isn't a thing. Because a lot of men, from reading the comments, the girls are like, oh my God, my boyfriend used this on me just to like, you know, get me to. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe you shouldn't be with him because that's, very dodgy. But it's actually like isn't a thing. Like it can be like uncomfortable, but they can just go relieve themselves. But it's not like, from what these men were saying, that blue balls, to the extent that men make it out, or some men make it out to be, because not all men, but do you know what I mean, like that make it out to be, isn't as bad. So, there's no tension in his dick, Leah, that he can't relieve himself, is what I'm trying to say from that. Okay, that was a whole big circle, but I got there.
Well, 2 little ones. No, okay, because for a second I was like, I'm so confused. Okay, that is true, because I suppose you wouldn't go to a masseuse and get your nunny massaged, would you?
Oh my God, do happy endings exist for women?
Oh, I'm not Googling it. I'm not.
I don't want one, but I want to know.
I'm going for weekly massages.
And on to the next one. I put my annoying boss's picture on Grindr and it's driving him crazy. I have an annoying boss that made my life a living hell. I always want to make him pay for what he did to me, but I didn't have anything on my mind to get him back. We live in a society where being gay is taboo and might get you in trouble. My friend always hears me complaining, so she suggested to screenshot his profile pic and post it on there, even though I'm not gay, just to annoy the shit out of him. I chat with men and I give him his number. I heard him scream from my cubicle 2 times today. I don't think I'm going to stop anytime soon.
Okay, the problem is, that's actually a brilliant idea. Why did I not think of doing that? But
look, I have a list.
It's gonna be a full-time job. But like, I couldn't do anything like that because I'd be like, IP address.
Well, the thing is, the guy doesn't know where the boss does not know where these dicks are coming from. Because can you imagine as well? He's like, yeah, here's my number. Send me a picture of your dick. And then like the guy's like, oh, I've got a text message. Ah!
No, I got you. Because it's not like he's created a profile and then he can find the profile. It's his own. No, but then surely he would, because if he's putting the picture up.
He could just reverse look up his photo. Well, to be fair, see, I would love to know what he has done to his employee to push him to that point. However, yes, it's funny as fuck, but at what point do you draw the line? And also, you're exploiting these people on Grindr that just want to meet someone, and then like, it must be very hurtful to get a rejection from someone when you think that you're talking to them.
Yeah, no, that is true. But, I mean, he must have been a pretty big dick for him to do that. If you're a nice person, people wouldn't do that to you. But I'm not saying that you should do that to someone. But why did I never think of that before?
My friend put his friend's...
So why do you always have to make it so confusing?
I know, okay.
My friend's second cousin's nephew. Like, what is it?
Well, I'm obviously not going to say their name.
Just say friend, and then you don't...
A friend put another one of our friends...
No, Sophie, don't... Right, just say friend.
Yes, but I'm telling you what it's... So pretty much... My friend posted like a Gumtree ad for a job.
Yeah.
Saying like, call me only, don't message me, for this job, or a van being sold. I can't remember exactly what it is. I think it was probably the job. And then put the other friend's number on the advert, and he was getting calls. And I think he wrote something like, call me at night because I work nights. So like in the middle of the night, he was getting calls for this job. And he was like, stop fucking calling me. Yeah. Oh. Leah, if I start getting calls at midnight, I'm going on your Gumtree account and I'm deactivating it.
You're going to get calls from people that want a happy ending.
But can I just say,
I am a masseuse that offers happy endings. Just call me at night because I'll be available.
Can I just say, I think I am like Monica from Friends on that. I don't think I'm very good at massages, so I wouldn't get a very good rating. My friend was on Grindr and he found, when you're just swiping through, he swiped and the profile came up of a guy we went to school with who is married to a female, happily married with like a kid on the way, and he was on Grindr.
But was it him, or did someone make a profile for him?
I don't know, I didn't really feel like messaging him, Leah. Hello, just checking. But he had put a fake name. Oh. And I don't miss sound horrible, but it's not like he's of any like he's not famous or anything. It's not like, you know how people catfish people or famous people pictures and that. He wouldn't be catfishing anyone. Not in a horrible way. I'm really sorry. He wouldn't even watch this. But
imagine he's watching this.
Oh my God. But yeah, like I know someone who's done that. Bad, isn't it? Should we go on to the last story?
God, yeah, please.
I'm
broken. I am actually broken.
Well, I told you I was going like really nitty gritty in this episode. We were going like into the confession box.
Yeah, of you, Sophie, of you.
They're not my confessions. I didn't write
You've confessed enough on this.
I know. I'm like, let's talk about others, but while we're here, we'll talk about mine too. Anyway, I gave my baby up for adoption, and I'm now having an affair with the husband of the couple I gave my baby
for God's sake, Sophie! Why did you have to find the most confusing relationship ones? Who? I can't understand the dynamic.
Okay. I gave my baby up for adoption, and I'm now having an affair with the husband of the couple I gave the baby to.
Got you. God, the first time round, I was never going to get that.
Because you don't listen. I haven't finished the story, Leah. Don't start talking.
Sorry, carry on.
I got pregnant at 20 years old, but I was planning on having kids in my 30s and decided to give the baby up for adoption. I wanted to make absolutely damn sure I was going to give the baby to a good couple with a healthy life and who was financially secure. I spent a lot of time with the family and become especially close to the husband. One night we ended up sleeping together in a sort of heat of the moment situation. I felt terrible and left and tried to act like nothing happened. I spent a few months not in contact with them after I gave the baby up, but I couldn't deny that I was sort of, really like the husband. Over the past 2 months, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, I go over and we have sex. Every single time I go over, it feels more and more normal with him, like we were a couple. He keeps talking about how he doesn't know what to do about his wife and that he feels terrible, but also he wants to be with me, and I told him I have the exact same feeling about the whole situation. I've also formed a strong connection with my kid. I can't help but feel this is my kid, and it is biologically, and this sort of sense of despair comes over me at the thought of not being there for him.
Hang on a second. So is the baby still a baby?
Yes. Like literally she started sleeping with the husband a couple months after giving the newborn baby up.
I was to say, she has to wait like at least 6 weeks, don't you, anyway?
Yeah, she's just scheduling that in. 6 weeks sleep with husband.
But then that's interesting, isn't it? Because then what? If she has him, then she does want her baby.
Well, yeah, that's what it sounds like. However, don't you think that this story sounds just like the plot of Juno, but maybe with a different ending?
Oh my God, you know, I've not seen that film in bloody ages.
I really wanted to watch it the other day, and do you know you still have to buy it on Amazon Prime?
That's crazy.
I was livid, like £3 I'll never get back. But yeah.
But you paid it.
I paid it. I really wanted to watch it.
I thought you didn't buy it. £3 I'll never get back.
Yeah, no, honestly, the thing is, just like The Man with a Happy Ending, if I get something in my head, I have to do it. So like, for example, I really wanted to watch Juno, and it was bothering me for weeks that I hadn't been able to watch it, obviously, so I bought it, and then I watched it, and then I forgot how fucked up the storyline is. But yeah, like, obviously with a bit of a different ending, that's kind of what's happening with Juno.
But, like, what is it? Like, I think it's just the excitement. I think that's where it comes down to, the excitement.
What, of, like, being cool?
No, love, just, like, someone new. Like, you probably get, like, the butterfly feeling that you get when you first meet someone. Because they all seemed fine in their relationship until, like, a certain person came along, do you know what I mean? And then that's what's done it. But he did say that he does want to be with her.
But do you think, though, that obviously she has a lot of emotions anyway, and if she's researched his family so much that she maybe feels like she's a part of it, obviously she's still only young, she's 20 years old, she's going through such a big thing in her life. Do you think that really, if it, because I think I left this part out, but he's like 36 and she's 20.
Oh, I don't think you should have left that information out. Thank you very much. That seems like a vital bit of the, like...
Well, yeah, there's a big age gap.
20 years old and he's 36. Mm-hmm. So that's probably what it is.
Like the whole wanting a father figure, or...
No, because she's young. He seems like he's like, got a good job. Sorry,
you just coughed in my face.
I do want to lift my arms up, so I just let it come out.
You just coughed in my face. We are in a pandemic, Leah, and you just coughed in my face.
Yeah, but we shadow him. So, I think that's what it was. She probably wants the security, And obviously, if she's not with someone, and if she was like pregnant and then had a baby, obviously you got the hormones too. So that's probably, you know, what it was. If she's seeing like him with his wife and a baby, then she probably feels like she's wants something. So then if he's then giving her the attention.
Do you think as well that the baby's father, isn't actually in her life? Because I feel like she would have mentioned that.
Yeah.
So maybe she would have kept the baby if she was in a stable. I know she said she didn't want kids till she was 30, but things happen, like, just happens. So do you think maybe that she actually wanted to keep the baby, but because she was on her own, maybe, and she didn't feel like she could give that baby what she needed? So although in her head she's like, oh no, I don't want the baby, maybe she did, but she didn't want to put that baby in that situation.
But it's awkward, right? Because if they're adopting, obviously it must be because either the man or the woman couldn't have the baby themselves. So then it's like, you've got this woman that's just got a baby that she's been wanting with her husband. And then if they split up, she's not going to like keep the baby, is she? It'll just go back to the girl and the adoptive dad.
Leah, adoption doesn't work like a refund. You're not like, we're breaking up now, you can take this baby back. Like, legally, that baby is the adoptive mum, and the adoptive dad. You only have like a brief like window of like I don't want to do return, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, do you think the mum would really want to keep the baby when she can see that they've kind of got a family dynamic going on?
I don't know, because like you said, if she wanted that baby so much, she would have been buying stuff way before that baby was born and then got that baby. So yeah, I think she'd still want to keep the baby. I don't know, actually.
I just think, yeah, look, if you're going to mess around, do whatever, yeah, at this point. But I think as soon as a baby comes into a situation, as soon as a baby is involved, that's when you just have to man up, be an adult, take responsibility. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, 100%. So, they were the confessions for today. We hope you enjoyed. I hope you are not traumatised like I am. Or Leah. We will never be Googling the Dubai porta potty again, that's for sure. And I highly recommend that you don't either. Unless you have a weird fetish, then go ahead, and I'm not going to stop you for that. We hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube, and we will see you guys soon for
Candid.
Bye.
Bye. I feel traumatised.